Now I'm recording. Once again, we stop the terminal over here. Then we go to this little bug thingy with the play button over here. That icon may change depending on the version and on your operative system. Then we go to run and debug. And then we're going to choose not Chrome. We're going to choose Node.js because we want to debug it using Node, not Chrome. So go to hit Node. And if everything went well, you're going to have some changes into your UI. Now you have this orange bar at the bottom, which means that your app is currently running in debug mode. And you also have this panel with options. You can pause it, you can restart it, and you can stop it right now, the execution. That's something a lot more visual. That's something a lot more clear regarding what the application is doing. And that's very good. But we are doing this thing because we can add breakpoints. Do you know what a breakpoint is?
Yes.
What is a breakpoint?
It is a pause point for saying so.
Yeah.
The code.
Yeah, it is like a pause point. It's like it is running right now, but I want to pause it just before the line I want to execute to know what data I have. Okay, so in this case, bear it with me, follow with me. Please follow me. I have my code. I have empty space over here. I have the line numbers. And as you can see now, meanwhile, I am like scrolling, like moving my mouse, hovering my mouse in this line between the Explorer and the lines. I have that red dot over there. That red dot is going to be my breakpoint. So let's say that I want to stop the execution just before the line number 40. So before it runs, no at the line 40. If I put the breakpoint in here at line 40, I just click it. I just gave a click in there. If I added this red breakpoint at the line 40, the last line in execute is going to be 38. So I'm going to stop just one step before the line, not in the line. Is that clear? Good. Now, let's try to do something. If I just, hold on a sec. If I just grab my VS Code in here, oh, come on, Zoom. Don't do this to me. I'm just closing my Explorer. My apps is still running and I have my breakpoint. And I'm going to grab my Postman to the other side of the screen, like that. What do I need to write in here so I can hit the login endpoint? What is going to be the URL?
You need to change it to login/login.
Good. So /login. So if I go to get, I send it, cannot get because, well, login is in post. And if I go to post, I can send it. And what just happened?
Your program stops at that line.
Exactly that. But very important thing, there is no communication between Postman and Visual Studio. Keep that in mind. Visual Studio doesn't know that Postman even exists. But the API is listening through a port to HTTP request, and Postman is doing one. So it doesn't matter if it is a mobile phone or just Postman, it is doing an HTTP request and is being received for our application. So that's why we now are hitting. If you did this and you had this line over here and it's stopped, that means that your connection to post, it is right, that your consuming of the post endpoint is correct. However, it is good. Yes, it's good that it works, but it actually makes no sense right now. It's like it does the same thing that the other things does. It works. Actually, it's super bad because I don't have the space. So basically post to get are doing the same thing. Every time that you make a change, remember to refresh it. So it works, yes. but it's doing the same thing that get is doing, just returning a string. And not all the clients are going to be able to read that string right away. Okay, so let's do some changes. We said in the past that post is for posting something from the client to the server, to insert something, to save data. So let's start saving that data, just for today. Okay, so where are we going to add that data? Remember, the requests have two things. Where we're going to be adding the data that we want to insert.
In Postman,
Well, in Postman, yes, absolutely. But in which part of the request?
the header,
No, in the header
the
are the rules, the body is the data.
that's right.
Yeah, okay, good. So in the header, the only header that I need is content type, because we specified here that my header is going to be content type. So add the headers, I'm going to be content type. Just like that, just content type. And at the body, we actually going to be sending something. Very important thing. Bear with me again. Stay with me. We are not going to be sending HTML. We say that we're going to be sharing a format. Which format we're going to be using to communicate between the API and the clients?
JSON.
JSON.
JSON, exactly that, JSON. So in this case, I want to go to raw, something like that. Let me just open this thing over here so you can see it clear. Come on, Zoom. What, you're messing with me? Yeah. Now I'm going to go basically to body over here and raw in here, not in here, raw in here. And I don't want to send it as text. Body is the data and the header, what is? The header are the rules, for consuming the API. It's like the rules of engagement. Since we said that we're going to be receiving content type at the header, that's why we at the header wrote content type. At the metadata, well, yeah, basically. So we have the body over here. We're going to click raw, and then we're going to be changing this one because we are not going to be sending text. We could, yes, but we don't want that. We want to go JSON, application JSON. And now we're actually going to be sending an object, okay? In this here, I'm going to be creating a JSON object with the right syntax. Postman is very strict regarding the syntax that you need to use. So in this case, I'm going to be open closing brackets, just like that, these things over here. And then let's say that I'm just going to be adding one key, that is name, and then the colon over there, and then Roberto. Then I'm going to add a comma and then another key that is last name, then the colon again, and Aguirre. Okay. So I have one JSON object with how many properties?
2.
2. I have 2 properties or 2 parameters that are name and last name. Okay. Now let's see what happens if I send this to my API. I'm going to send it. And again, I received it, which is totally fine. The last time that we tried it, the request body had some stuff. It had prototype, it had proto, and it had this proto set. But now it has 2 properties. What are those two properties? What changed?
Name and last name.
Yeah, now we are receiving it from Postman. And keep in mind that Node doesn't know that we are sending something. I mean, it's ready for whatever it comes in post. Whatever we send to JSON, he's going to be able to receive it. Now it's our job to make it work. And with this, it's only going to be Very, very simple JavaScript. So I'm going to send it over here. So do you already know how to use the if in JavaScript?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so a little challenge for you guys. Just 5 minutes challenge. Please create an if in here that if you send something, returns access granted, and if you send something different, returns access denied to the API. Are you clear what you're going to do?
Yes.
Yes. So just 5 minutes. I'll be seeing you at 11:23. The only thing that it needs to do is access granted or access denied with an if, please. I'm going to be closing my microphone and my camera so you can focus into that thing. See you in 5. Hey there, guys. We're back. Did you make it? Did it work?
Yes.
Yeah, share your screen and show what you've done.
Okay, this is my screen. In my post, I have an if request body dot name equals Dante and request body dot last name equals Barbosa, access granted. If else, access not granted.
And let's try it with Postman.
If I send the post, I get access granted, but if I change my name, access not granted.
Great. Totally great. Very, very simple. Very, very quick. Thank you very much, Dante. So that's great. Good performance over there. Now, how do you feel with this node thingy? Do you think that I'm going too fast? Do you think that I'm going too slow? What do you think? Hold on, I have
I think it's fine.
Yeah, pretty good. Not too fast, not too slow. Good, 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 good. Okay, so let's continue. Remember, guys, that if you don't want to say your doubts, if you don't want to make your questions like in front of the class, of you're struggling with the English, you can always look for me in Slack and make your questions over there. I don't answer like super quick because I'm like always super busy, but I'm always going to be willing to answer you if you are willing to wait just a little bit. Okay, so if you have doubts, if you don't want to present it to like everyone, tell me on the Slack and I will answer that. Okay, guys. So right now, we're going to stop the class right here. Uh, what I want you to start practice, please have your node endpoints. By the way, make sure, let me make sure that you have it, that you have this little file over here. Hold on a sec. Let me find the channel over here. I got it. Bloop. Okay, so I'm uploading it already. Let's hope that it uploads. It's just 1 kilobyte, and all the code is there. If you go to the Node.js channel, you're going to find the server.js file where I'm showing, where I'm having everything that we're doing. Basically, the code that you're seeing here on class, you got it over there. So start practicing with it. Okay. If you lost it, now you have it. If you never did it, now you have it. So start work with it. Start messing up with it. Try with get, try with post. You can actually start trying with the other verbs, but I recommend you to stick to post and get. And that because that's like the 1-2 of this thing. Okay, just create ifs, create something that returns an object, not just a string. You can return JSON over there. You can return HTML over there. Do whatever you want with it. Mess it up. If you killed it and now it doesn't work anymore, don't load it again and mess it up again. Okay, so try to do that. Try to be playful with the tools, because thankfully enough, nothing's going to break, because nothing is like so low level that you can kill your computer. Yeah, maybe you're going to kill the program, but it doesn't matter because you can just do it again or don't load it again. So play with it, keep it better, keep it like well in mind for the next class, because now everything is going to be taking shape. We're going to practice put and delete, and we're getting very close to actually connecting to our database and to start doing things. That is a lot more realistic. Okay, now you know it. We eventually going to start actually using it. Guys, that will be all for today. I will see you tomorrow with React, I guess. I don't know if we have React tomorrow. I don't remember. But if we do, I'll see you tomorrow. If we not, I will be seeing you on Monday. And remember, if you have questions or doubts, let me know. See ya, guys. Be safe.
See you.